Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of CutPrint, where I show you the do's and don'ts to a creative project. I'm your host X's, and this week I'll be getting beat to a pulp, sliced and burned, then I'll be sculpting clay on my face. Wow.
Yeah, he's good. Alright, action.
Piss. I'm very excited about this week, guys. I'm finally going to sculpt my prosthetic eyepiece on my cast for Carriers, the web series that I created on Extra Production YouTube channel. You guys should go check it out and tell me what you think, okay? You guys will see it first here, the look and feel that I was going for my character. It's finally put that cast to use that I built. Now, if you want a link to how I made it, check it out right here. You guys ready? Let's go make a sick eyepiece. For this project, you'll need the following. Sculpting tools. You can pick up an assorted set on eBay for $5 just to get started. Clay. The clay I'm using is Sculpting oil-based clay. Face cast. Metal bristle brush and plastic sheets. I'm using 3 different thicknesses. Here we go. Once upon a time I'm just kidding, guys. First, I took the clay and cut a reasonable enough portion for this project, which the clay itself had pre-cuts just for this purpose. Next, I ripped pieces and made small worms. Place them in the area I want to begin my sculpt, place firmly and begin smoothing the edge into the cast. I'm just going to connect 2 pieces close together on the ends of my would-be eyebrow. And another couple worms beneath my eye. I wanted to appear that the corner of the eyes has some unrepairable damage, adding raised skin throughout the sculpt. I'm placing small worms on the side of my face. This is going to be the foundation of my burn effect I want to create. I begin laying down the ends relatively thin to mesh in the clay into one piece. The knife scar needs to appear a bit horrendous of a wound, you know? Because we need more than Hollywood, right? Now, from my understanding, the number one mistake first-time special effects artist makes with clay sculpting for prosthetics is they make the clay look too thick above the talent's actual skin. Keeping the sculpt about an 1/8 inch in thickness is ideal and challenging for realism. For my sculpt, it's just above an 1/8 inch in thickness. That's because I don't follow the rules. I understand it, but as an artist, I have a vision and I want some gnarly 3D details in the burn appearance. By raking, I'm doing 3 things. I'm shaving off some of the clay to remove unnatural movement. I'm blending in the clay to look like one piece, and I'm adding texture to my sculpt. Visually, I would like to have the appearance of not having the ability of peripheral vision by skin being raised on the corner of the eye. I'll carve a groove and create an indentation. Originally, I thought the clay was going to be a bit hard. I was in Hobby Lobby for about 45 minutes just feeling the durability of these clays. I wanted the clay to be firm enough to hold the shape if I happened to bump it a little bit. I'm glad I picked this clay. It has a firm hold, and yet when manipulated in my hand, it softens enough for good application. I would love to be sponsored by Hobby Lobby and Sculpting Clay, but I'm not. I like to use what's available to me, and Hobby Lobby is very local and a quick fix for my needs. Speaking of needs, let's cut to a commercial. We are in the new year. Hooray! That means pool season is right around the corner here in Las Vegas. Exodus Productions is offering 25% off headshots, casting photos, limited time until April 1st, 2016. Take advantage of this extraordinary offer and lock in your spot at one of Las Vegas' luxurious pools. Call, text, email to book your appointment with Exodus Productions. We'll see you in the studio. Alright, I'm laying and spreading the sculpt down a little bit more according to look. You know, a lot of my projects, that's pretty much the ideal. Guesstimating is very real. Feeling the design, eyeballing it as I see fit. Very important, first and foremost. So for me, this sculpt, I'm designing the burn effect the way I most feel comfortable. It may look like an art design at first, but is far from it. By creating a pattern, I'm able to visualize holes, bumps, and dents, etc. and carve them out how I draw it accordingly. From there, I create sketchy skin texture, brush away the clay from the rake, and repeat the process. Now I want to see the openings of the scar and the burn create a real deep underscabbing. Once I establish this, I can move on. I'll take a sheet of plastic and do a little bit more detail work. The plastic allows a smooth look without the tool marks being so defined, as well as creating pores in the skin, as well as other skin imperfections. Then I took my metal bristle brush to give the clay a rough skin feel and mesh in the pores and deep scars. As you can see in the center of the scar, it appears that it took more damage. As it spreads out, the burn scar dissipates into the undamaged skin. I'm going to do a little bit more detail work, but I don't want to go too crazy. I can spend all day playing with this sculpt. It makes my imagination kicks in gear. This sculpt is nearly completed. I'm going to use a bigger paintbrush to soften and remove clay excess debris, revealing the sculpt as it will look on the talon. And there we have it. The craters on this sculpt is doing it for me. I might play with it a little bit more, making the knife scars a little less raised. But other than that, it's ready for molding. Stay tuned for the continuation of the next project, where I get this much closer to making my design come alive right in front of your eye. The next project will be called Sculpt Molding. For all you viewers out there that stay in tune, I'm giving this prosthetic piece away when it's all said and done. So leave a comment under titled Scar and Burn Design, and some lucky winner out there will get it in the mail. How's that? Yeah! Hey! That's right, people. All right, so as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe to CutPrint. I'm your host, Exodus. Thank you for watching. And that's a wrap. Cut! Print that!